The news this evening: Camp Street prison escapee Royden Durant, called Smalley, is recaptured. City Hall looks to remove vendors from outside Demico. Father of man arrested for double murder pleads his son's case. We'll take a look at regional news, world news, and the weather.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Mark Royden Durant was recaptured by security services last evening. The Camp Street jail escapee was alone and without his dreadlocks. More from Esther Sobers.
Guyana most wanted, Mark Royden Durant, also known as Royden Durant, called Smalley, who previously evaded police in Linden last month, has been recaptured at Weldad, West Coast Berbice last night. Police, acting on intelligence, intercepted the notorious criminal at approximately 20 hours. Police said he was found alone and unarmed. At the time of his capture, he was wearing a t-shirt and boxers and was without dreadlocks. Durant escaped the Camp Street prison on July 9, 2017 and is believed to be the mastermind behind the prison riots when a group of inmates set fire to the prison. He was last spotted on August 31, 2017 in Linden. Durant, who was in the company of Uric Warwick, another prison escapee, who was shot dead during the Joint Service Intelligence-led operation at Central Amazius Ward, Linden. However, Durant managed to escape on foot. He was on death row for the Bartica massacre. I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thank you, Esther. Finance Minister Winston Jordan has accused the former PPPC administration of leaving behind deadweight loans. This issue continues to affect government's expenditure. Here again is Esther Sobers with more.
The Minister of Finance, Winston Jordan, has warned that the deadweight loans inherited from the previous administration continue to affect the coalition government budget needs, including carrying out several key projects.
As a result of these, what I call them dead loans, or deadweight, don't call them dead, call them deadweight loans. As a result of the deadweight loans that we inherited from the previous administration, it has affected our allocation in the new cycle. Right? It has affected our allocation significantly. I can get the numbers for you as to how it has affected. We spoke about this when Ms. Katzman was here. But it's a price we have to pay for having these dead loans and not being able to get them disbursed.
Minister Jordan said the previous government signed loans and then tried to meet the requirements of the loans. He said this practice has changed with the new government. Minister Jordan gave an example of the West Damwara Road.
The loan that was taken, at the time it was taken, they knew it was short. They knew it was short. So guess what? The government now has to find between 9 to 12 million US. It either finds a donor to finish that project, or it has to find money from its budget of between 9 to 12 million US dollars to finish the West Coast Road. The loan was taken under the previous government. So now we have a bit of a dilemma. If we can't find a sponsor that will give us that 9 to 12 million, we have to find it from our resources.
And there is a widening of the Sheriff Street Road, which the previous administration had taken a loan with plans of widening. The project never started, but Guyana, according to Minister Jordan, is repaying as the loan was approved. He said instead of widening the road, his government took the loan funds for its housing initiative.
My favorite pet is the widening of the Sheriff Street. Of all the projects you have in this country, you thought that widening Sheriff Street is a high priority, that you actually went and get a loan from the Inter-American Development Bank to widen Sheriff Street. I don't know where widening is going. I mean, all of us know Sheriff Street, not so? Where were you widening that street going? Big loan. And that loan has sat since 2012. 2012, where we were paying interest and commission fees on undisbursed balance while the loan was not moving. We came into power May 2015. Big loan sat there, virtually doing nothing. As people attempt to get contractors to build the road, one contract failed, it gone over again, and so we're going. And so the IDB says this loan got to be cancelled. And we said, hold on, we can't afford to lose these kinds of resources. So let's look at reformulating it. Right? They're not going to extend the time period, but let's look at reformulating it. And that's what we have attempted to do with our loan. $60-something million is that loan.
I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thank you, Esther. Coming up after the break, vendors outside Demicon Star Road told to remove, and Guyana is honored for serving with distinction.
Don't miss the GTT Pinktober 5K 10K walk run. Join the cause to raise awareness and celebrate the lives of all cancer warriors. Register for $2,000. Get a limited edition t-shirt, 300 megs of data, a ticket to see Chronix or Travis Green or your favorite dancehall act, group fitness training at the National Park, and $500 goes directly to the Guyana Cancer Foundation. Together, we can make a difference. Do more with GTT, Guyana's #1 network.
It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any t-shirt, top, polo shirt, dress, pantsuit, or skirt suit and get the second one at 50% off. Same goes for shoes, handbags, and lingerie at half price. Hurry, because John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon. It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any t-shirt, top, polo shirt, dress, pantsuit, or skirt suit and get the second one at 50% off. Same goes for shoes, handbags, and lingerie at half price. Hurry, because John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon.
At GTT, Pinktober is the month we celebrate the lives of those we love. Pinktober is a time we raise breast cancer awareness. And Pinktober is the moment we all come together to make a difference. During Pinktober, your $2,000 purchase at GTT gives you data, a ticket to see Chronix, Travis Green, or your favorite dancehall act, and $500 goes directly to the Guyana Cancer Foundation. Together, we can make a difference. Do more with GTT, Guyana's #1 network.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princeton Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook, Oasis Ride Taxi Service.
Welcome back. Christopher Narayan pitched the idea of robbing two elderly church sisters to young Philip Safriend and Stephen Andrews. Reports coming out of the investigations are that Andrews and Narayan climb up on one of the brick columns to the front left side of the house and onto the veranda. They then forced a window opened and entered the home. Philip Suffren's dad spoke exclusively with Wendell Jeffrey, and he filed that report.
Philip Suffren was the alleged watchman for the robbery and murders of Phyllis Caesar and Constance Fraser. Since his arrest, Suffren has told his family that he did not kill anyone. Yesterday, while speaking exclusively with Channel 2 Headline News, Richard Suffren, Philip's father, said that he is sorry for those who died. He hastened to add that whoever killed those ladies or whoever kills anyone should be made to pay for what they do.
These people, what they said, the people that died in the Alberton,
it was a lie too.
They are Christians. I respect that guys are Christians. I'm sorry for them. I'm sorry for anybody that killed them. Should bear. The Bible says what you do should be paid for.
Given the spate of recent senseless murders, calls have been made for death penalty to be reinstated. The person who single-handedly could make that call is President David Granger. Philip Suffren's father seemed very concerned that his son could be hanged for his association with the murders. In light of this fact, Mr. Suffren says that with God there is mercy, and that Jesus himself was crucified, but begged for the forgiveness of those who were crucifying him.
But there is a mercy seat of Christ, because Christ himself was on the cross where they crucified him, and said, Father, forgive me what to do.
He said that he is a Christian, and he cannot understand how Christians are joining the chorus of calling for the reinstitution of the death penalty.
I see some of the people when they meet and said that they must hang people and all kind of thing. Christ didn't say that. They cannot say that with the proper Christians. Proper Christians don't speak like that.
In an obvious irate rant, the father said that killing belongs to God and not those accusing the murderers of the old ladies.
That is God's judgment to make that decision, not them.
The
time is coming with them. They also will have to judge it by the word of God and by fire.
The accused murderer's dad said that the people asking for the murderers to be killed will have to give account for anyone who is killed if the death penalty is reinstated.
Their confession, they're going to have to give God account for anybody they condemn.
The
Bible said, judge no one, you shall be judged.
He said that many of those calling for others to be killed, they too have family members, and they don't know what they will turn out to be.
They have children and grandchildren, they don't know what's going to be tomorrow. So they must be humble themselves. The Bible says, humble yourself and keep your peace.
For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thank you, Wendell. Some 69 Guyanese have received awards for their sterling contributions to the development of Guyana. Here is more from Grace Hudson.
On Friday, President David Granger presented national awards to 69 deserving Guyanese whom he determined to be the embodiment of citizenship. The president awarded recipients who played major roles in technology and education, represented the country extraordinarily, and served and protected Guyana's interests efficiently.
The largest of the three orders of Guyana is the Order of Service. Service is about improving the lives of citizens and their communities. Service is about increasing the country's wealth and production. Service is about innovation in education, science and technology. Service is about protecting and representing the country and safeguarding the national interests.
The national awards were first hosted in 1970 and ceased after 2002 under the PPP's governance. His Excellency promised in his campaigns leading up to the 2015 general elections that he would recommence the awards program and make it a priority. This year's ceremony focused on service and amplified the importance of the need for selfless diligence for present and future generations. The event set a historical record for the largest percentage of women honored.
I have promised to ensure that never again will the government of Guyana disregard or disparage this important national institution. Every year at Independence Day, new awardees.
Some of the recipients included Acting Chancellor of the Judiciary, Justice Janet Cummins Edwards, who received the Order of Roraima, Acting Chief Justice Alison Roxanne George, and Mr. Moyinal Hack, who received the Cassie Crown of Honor. Mr. Ramsey Ali and Miss Antoinette Arjun received the Golden Arrow of Achievement. Other awards presented at the occasion were the Yates Medal of Service and Military Service Medals. For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Grace Hudson.
Thank you, Grace. The Mayor and City Council is of the opinion that vending in the city is again getting out of hand. The Council has issued notice for all sellers along the west side of the Demico to vacate the area by today. Here is Wendell Jeffrey with more.
I'm a single mom. I have 6 children who went over. We get a notice last week that after the 10th we can't vend out here no more.
It's a minor problem, whereby we got to get ourselves in order.
The impression is given that. The impression.
Whereby we have to get ourselves in order, concerning getting the paperwork clear. The impression was given to the mayor, the city council, that we have stalled and we have no stall. As I'm a young black man, I have no stall. This is my little vending that I do to carry on my day-to-day living.
That was toward the 1-year-old German nurse. He said that he has no advanced academic knowledge and that all he has ever done in his life was sell on the pave.
And I'm here so much years start from school. This is why I do. I have no trade. You understand me? I use this for a living.
The vendors said that they got the notices last week and that they have no other forms of income.
A year now, this is my only income to survive me in 6 weeks.
The vendors are asking the council to allow them to remain in the area. They are prepared to move back off the pavement or even sell over the drain.
At least they could give you over the drain or something, you could sell over the drain or something. At least you could go over the drain and sell or something, you know, take care of the drain or something. We have 4 kids. 4 kids, a twin and plus they go private school, so they got to try to take care of them as possible as we do.
Some of the vendors, including Samuel Strutter, said that they have invested in their products and would like to at least make back some of their money.
I just want you also, if you ask for all of that, you also peaceful and put certain policy in place. I don't like city here work to do here, but then again, it's when we spend the funds since we're smart, since teenagers, I get more sick, I have family who care for them, and I can't afford to come out good or so. I invest in money and buy one of the goods and the goods ain't got to sell. I'm very glad if they could do something for women so they could therefore hustle more. I know it's hard for me and thing, you know.
For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thank you, Wendell. Still ahead, we have our regional news, world news, and the weather forecast.
Ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Don't miss the GTT Pinktober 5K 10K walk run. Join the cause to raise awareness and celebrate the lives of all cancer warriors. Register for $2,000. Get a limited edition t-shirt, 300 megs of data, a ticket to see Chronix or Travis Green or your favorite dancehall act, group fitness training at the National Park, and $500 goes directly to the Guyana Cancer Foundation. Together, we can make a difference. Do more with GTT, Guyana's #1 network.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's for dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any t-shirt, top, polo shirt, dress, pantsuit, or skirt suit and get the second one at 50% off. Same goes for shoes, handbags, and lingerie at half price. Hurry, because John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon. It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any t-shirt, top, polo shirt, dress, pantsuit, or skirt suit and get the second one at 50% off. Same goes for shoes, handbags, and lingerie at half price. Hurry, because John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon.
Welcome back. And now for the news for the region. Barbados Senator Maxine McLean says that the nations of the Caribbean have grown more unified following the tragic crash of the GUYANA Airlines flight. More from Barbados Nation newspaper.
The Caribbean is not immune from acts of terrorism, but in the wake of tragic events, the region has forged closer ties. That is the word from Minister of Foreign Affairs Senator Maxine McLean as she spoke last week at a ceremony commemorating the 41st anniversary of the GUYANA airline crash.
Barbados abhors terrorism whenever and wherever it occurs. The transboundary nature of terrorism underscores the importance of the regional cooperation towards its eradication. We must also strive to eliminate the seeds of terrorism where they exist and strengthen security and cooperation in our efforts. This monument, around which we gather today, not only honors the memory of the victims of this tragedy, but also stands as a visible reminder that Barbados and the Caribbean region have no immunity from acts of terrorism. The names of all the victims carved into the monument together with the doves of peace placed into the four facets of the monument bear testimony to the horror brought to our shores. When we look at this monument, let us all be reminded that the act of terrorism was intended to create fear in us. Some 4 years after Barbados, together with 3 other CARICOM countries, established formal diplomatic relations with the Republic of Cuba. It had the opposite effect. In fact, to further strengthen our commitment to build lasting bilateral and regional relations with our sister country. In 2 months, we look forward to celebrating 45 years of diplomatic relations between Barbados and Cuba. Those relations have always been vibrant. They bear testimony to the fact that small nations can stand for honor and principle in an international environment beset with obstacles and challenges and can overcome the fears that acts of terrorism like this one are meant to foster. Indeed, we must remain steadfast in our resolve to seize every opportunity to make the world a better place, and in so doing, seek to ensure that future generations can focus on our human and material resources on activities that will benefit mankind.
Internationally, Britain's PM Theresa May has warned that the country must prepare to quit the EU without a deal. More from BBC.
Prime Minister has warned that the country must be prepared to quit the EU without a deal if it can't agree with Brussels on how to exit. That's after months of frustrating talks with the EU having failed to produce one agreement.
While I believe it is profoundly in all our interests for the negotiations to succeed, it is also our responsibility as a government to prepare for every eventuality. So that is exactly what we are doing.
All right, let's cross live now to our correspondent Polly Boyker joining us there from London. Good to see you, Polly. What else did Theresa May have to say?
Well, you can see Theresa May making contingency plans there. She said that talks with the EU are expected to drag on for another year, and she wants to be prepared for all eventualities. And when she was speaking there in Parliament, she said that real and tangible progress is being made towards an agreement, which a lot of people would argue with. But she also said that the country has to be prepared for a no-deal outcome. And illustrating just how seriously the government is viewing this option, Theresa May announced the release of these two so-called white papers on trade and customs. These are documents that show the government's plan in case of that hard no-deal crash out of the European Union. The purpose of the papers is to reassure the British public and British businesses that Britain could operate as what Theresa May calls an independent trading nation, no matter what the outcome of these talks with Brussels. So you've got the Prime Minister really being brutally honest about the way things are going. She's admitting that there might not be a deal at the end of this process. And also she said that if there is a deal, it probably wouldn't happen until the 11th hour, until this negotiation period that we have set out is nearly over. The admissions, of course, was something that the opposition leader, Jeremy Corbyn, was quick to capitalise on. Take a listen.
15 months on from the referendum, we're still no clearer what the future of this country will look like. The question must be asked, what on earth has the government been doing all this time? If this government can't negotiate a deal for Britain, they should make way for a team that can.
Now, a lot of people will say that that is a very good question indeed. The Conservative Party has been squabbling quite publicly for the past couple of weeks, and the opposition party here says that they need to get on with negotiating Brexit rather than fighting with each other. So you've got Theresa May attempting to show that some sort of contingency planning is taking place. Of course, she herself is under intense pressure right now. Her popularity has plummeted, and she just can't shake all this talk of a party coup against her. And in these circumstances, it is incredibly difficult to reassure the public that the government's ready for any situation, however undesirable and disruptive that situation may be.
All right, RT's Polly Boyker live in London. Thanks, Polly.
And now for the weather forecast. That's Channel 2 headline news for this evening, the 10th of October 2017. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Safe TV headline news on Facebook and YouTube. You can also tune in at 6 hours 30 tomorrow morning for a rebroadcast and Wednesday evening for more news. For now, I am Morgana Bethune. Thanks for joining us.